any receipt that you have that shows that I have ever falsely accused any individual.
Hey, Tammy and Michelle. I've kept my mouth shut about all of this for quite a while, haven't I? In fact, the first time you both went after Brian, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you were calling him a predator back then. You were making all sorts of false allegations. And I told you both back then I was going to sit back and I was going to wait to see what happened, because false allegations obviously always tend to play out. The truth eventually comes out. And my instincts on Brian was that he was a very good guy and that he was standing up for men and boys. He was hardworking, decent family guy, lovely, polite. And I didn't believe the bullshit that was being said about it. And eventually it all played out and we got the truth, didn't we? And you, Michelle, and you, Tammy, you eventually were forced to apologise. But that's not before I walked into a TikTok live that Michelle was running, where I caught her saying, and recorded her, still have the recordings, recorded her saying, what we've been doing up until now is going after Brian randomly. What we need to do now is go after him in waves. I recorded that. I sent it to Brian. I then contacted you, Michelle, and I said, I've just recorded that. We're going to have a chat. Next thing I know, you and Brian both come to me. It's all right, David, it's all right. We sorted it out. We didn't mean it. It's all right. And I took Brian's lead on that because it's him that was being affected. And I said, fine, I'll keep an eye. If you guys have sorted it, you guys have sorted it. We don't need any more conflict in the men's rights space. Perfect. Thank you. Tammy, me and you fell out about 3 or 4 years ago, about 4 years ago now, and we haven't spoken since. That's because I don't like the way you fucking behave in the men's rights space. I think you're a liar, you're a blagger, you have narcissistic traits for sure. You showed me that when you told me, and I still have that message, where you told me, I single-handedly run the father's rights movement some nights. Do you? You've been in this space 2 minutes and you keep flaking out and fucking off. Oh, everyone's been nasty to me. I've got to take some time away. We see that quite a lot. You do have to take some time, but you do it with full drama effect. You create videos getting people to come to your space and go, oh, are you okay, Tammy? You must have had a poorly day, bad day. Boy, Tammy, you're a good girl, Tammy. And yet you sit and you run around and you use exactly the same techniques to a much higher standard than most female perpetrators of domestic violence. You sit and you pretend like you don't run around making false allegations about people, about using gossip and innuendo as a form of reputation savage with the intent of isolating the targets from the wider social community. You call people dangerous. You've called me dangerous before, and I am, to a degree. But these other people are just people who have different opinions to you. And you call them evil, you call them dangerous, you go after them, you send other people after them, you go after them in their personal lives, and then you have the balls to sit there and say, I've had to have protection from the local police because people have come after me, when I have seen the evidence of you sending other people after other people in their own personal lives, going after family members and things like that. So, I've kept my mouth shut for how many years? 6 years? Whatever it is. I'm not staying quiet anymore, Tammy. Ask Brian Hudson, ask Lottie, what I think of people who run around in the men's rights space trying to police it, going, they're dangerous, you shouldn't speak to them. They're dangerous, you shouldn't speak to them. Maybe your followers would like to see the messages, Tammy, that say, if you're speaking to them, you can't speak to me and you can't follow me. This is not a fucking playground. These figures right here are not just bars. They're not just pretty colours. Those are people who took their lives because of the techniques you're running around and using. This is not a space where you are any safer than the fucking perpetrators of domestic violence that we fight. From this point onwards, ladies, you're on my fucking radar. Tammy, there's no saving you. None. We want you out of our fucking space. And no matter how long it takes, you're gonna leave. We're done with you ruining people's lives. One man's already taken his life because of your shoddy behaviour. Michelle, I don't know about you. I can't fucking get my head around it. Sometimes you can be a right little fucking bitch, and then other times you can be an excellent fucking advocate. Contact me. If you continue going after people because you feel you don't like them, or as Tammy said, that person's evil, they're evil. Lola's a girl, a young girl. She's not evil. She might make mistakes. I don't trust her 100% fully myself. But she's not evil. She doesn't need running out of the men's space. Men are quite capable of working out which ones are the dickheads, thanks. We have with you. So, final warning. You go after one more fucking person. One more. I'll come after you.